Welcome to this week's edition of the Monster Museum News. I'm Toxic Tanya, this is Killer Kayla, and let's start off with some scary stories. Recently, the Toy Fair was held in New York City, and we are pretty stoked about what we saw. Trick or Treat Studios announced they are releasing 12-inch collector figures of Michael Myers from Halloween and Halloween 4 and 5, as well as the first ever action figure for Art the Clown from Terrifier. Along with the figures, Trick or Treat showed several busts of various horror icons from Dawn of the Dead, House by the Cemetery, and Lucio Fulci's Zombie. We can't wait to get these in our hands. On display at the NECA booth, they had the first ever action figure of the gnarly slasher maniac Victor Crowley. This 8-inch clothed figure will include a bloody hatchet and gas-powered belt sander. He will be released in Q3 of this year.
He's back! Poster art has arrived for the Nia DaCosta's Candyman, and a trailer is right around the corner. On the poster, a familiar-looking hook slicked with honey, Tony Todd and Virginia Madsen, where we turn in what is being called a spiritual sequel to the first movie. The movie will be in theaters on June 12th of this year.
Sam Raimi teased last year about more Evil Dead movies on the way. This week, Bruce Campbell let it slip that shooting may start as early as later this year. Campbell told Horror Hound, "We are producing more Evil Dead movies, maybe one later this year. Sam Raimi has handpicked the next guy to make another creepy Evil Dead. It just won't have Ash, but Bruce will serve as the producer of the film."
R.L. Stine has teamed up with the Garbage Pail Kids to create the first ever GPK illustrated middle grade series. The Garbage Pail Kids live in a small town of Smellville in a big tumble-down house. People may think they are gross, but they're just trying to live their best lives. This hilarious new series features all your favorite kids getting into mischief, battling bullies, and their arch enemies Penny and Parker Perfect. As an added bonus, the books will come with 4 exclusive GBK stickers. Garbage Pail Kids is out October 6th and available for pre-order now.
It looks like the sequel to Jurassic World has started filming and has a name, Jurassic World Dominion. The title is presumably a reference to the fact that dinosaurs now have dominion over the world, free from the island and unleashed into the population. The cast includes some familiar faces such as Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum. The movie will be released June 11th, 2021.
Everyone's second favorite possessed doll is coming to DVD. Dolly Dearest is getting restored by Vinegar Syndrome. Dolly Dearest came out in 1991 on the heels of Child's Play. The film is currently out of print, and the DVD is said to be released as early as April.
We had a chance to see The Invisible Man at a pre-screening this week. Check out all the spooky fun.
So as you guys can see, we're here watching The Invisible Man, one of the greatest posters I've seen all year. And we got an early advanced screening here at the AMC Theater in Las Vegas. So Monster Museum team, going to see this flick.
Adrian. He was a sociopath. He said that I could never leave him. He controlled how I looked and what I wore. Then it was controlling when I left the house. And eventually, what I thought. I'm sorry, I can't take you with me. I'm not gonna leave you with that thing on. Are you okay? Get back here! What happened to him?
Adrian's dead.
Listen, you're getting your freedom back, okay?
He said that wherever I went, he would find me, walk right up to me, and I wouldn't be able to see him. Adrian is dead. He's not dead. He has figured out a way to be invisible.
Are you okay?
He's sitting in that chair.
Surprise. Let me help you.
You can't help me. Surprise.
What did we think of the movie?
I absolutely loved it. Was scared several times. I jumped several times. I love the fact that there was a familiarity to it, but it wasn't cliched. It was awesome.
And as I said when we were talking about it earlier, I'm glad they brought something new to the proceedings and stuff. You know, the Invisible Man, how many times has it been done before? But the premise is different, the proceedings is different, and highly recommend it.
I thought it was really good. I liked it. I had no expectations, didn't really think about this movie at all, and came in and I actually liked it.
Honestly, I thought it was pretty good. I was quite curious on how they were going to remake it. You know, in today's age of remaking stuff, there's always a slim chance of it going downhill. But it was actually pretty good. My biggest concern was wondering how they were going to have that fight, her fight nothing, considering in the old one, you know, you kind of just see him standing in the corner, everyone just like, oh, where's he at? But it was really good. It was equal part story to action. I like how it just got in there. It was nothing really drawn out. I recommend it. Yeah.
Kayla, what do you think about that movie?
I liked it.
Okay, you and Wally, you gotta give a little more. We got a 7-minute segment to fill here.
I liked it. I don't know what else to say. It was good. I was surprised.
I absolutely loved it. I jumped, I screamed, I giggled. I do what I do. I loved it. Highly recommend it.
I happen to think it was excellent, and I'm waiting for The Invisible Woman to come out.
Good movie. I highly recommend it.
It was really good.
Very cool.
Robert Englund has always hinted he may just be a little too old to return as Freddy, but in a recent interview with Sci-Fi Wire this week, he said he would love to voice Freddy Krueger in some sort of animated continuation of the horror franchise he made famous, saying, if they did a really expensive animated version or a graphic novel animated version, I would love to go do the voice for it.
Ryan Murphy just announced the cast for season 10 of American Horror Story with regulars like Sarah Paulson, Evan Peters, and Kathy Bates. But he threw a curveball when he announced Macaulay Culkin will be joining the show. No word on the theme as of yet.
I'm Kayla, and this is Toxic Tanya. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. See you next week.